You know, I grew up playing a lot of different forms of music. So I grew up playing, you know, I started off as a classical pianist, and then I was in I played flamenco guitar, and I played Indian classical tabla, and also I was in a punk band, a rock band, a funk band. I was in a youth orchestra, a jazz quartet, all kinds of things. So I kind of grew up just being in love with music and playing, and so from that point of view, it's just about experimentation and trying different things out. It's strange when an artist describes their own music, because you know, when you make music, you're never trying to fit into a category or a genre, and the way that the music industry quite often works is on that basis. So you'll have radio stations that play specific things and so on. From my point of view, I'm always thinking about expression and catharsis and emotion. So if you make music that has any depth or any substance, you're always trying to find something from the heart or from what you're feeling. So really, categorization is something that follows after that. One of the things that I did way back in 2001 was everywhere I went, I tried to have a ritual. So I would play the guitar at 4:30 in the morning on a mountaintop or on a beach in Arnhem Land in Australia, or on a mountaintop in Pilanesberg National Park, or even here in America on Mount Shasta near to Sacramento. I kind of you know, found places that felt like they had something spiritual about them. What was really enjoyable recently was I've just come back from South Africa, and I'm working on a film called Jungle Book Origins, which is really exciting. It's got an amazing cast. It's got Christian Bale, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kate Blanchett, Andy Serkis is directing, and I was writing a song for Frida Pinto from Slumdog Millionaire, who's got a beautiful voice actually, and it was interesting being out there and writing. We were right slap bang in the middle of the jungle, and kind of and you know, writing in that context was very cool. But South Africa's always had quite a magical association for me, because many years ago in 2001 I met Nelson Mandela there in his own house, and I interviewed him, which was an incredible thing. And so that was literally the last time I'd been there. So the two times I've been there, you know, the previous time I met Nelson Mandela, and I taught in a primary school in Rishil in Soweto, and then you know, this time I've been writing this music for this film. You can hear how it differs in each place, and I think you respond to the kind of the vibe and the mood of the place you're in, and the sounds around you. You know, it could be the sound of insects or even traffic. You know, whatever it is, you kind of use that in an Indian classical sense. You kind of use that as a drone. Main ways really. One is get out and experience things. Don't get locked in the studio and think that that's it, because if you're in the studio, you've got no input, you've only got output. You know, there's no stimulus. You've got, you know, stimulus of sound, but the thing is, for me, music's a language, so you need to express ideas, and so in order to do that, you need to be seeing things and meeting people and experiencing life, you know, and then having that feedback into your music. And another thing is, I guess it's about listening to lots of different types of music as well. I mean, what I was lucky with over the last 4 years, I've had a radio show on BBC Radio 2 where I've been playing music from all around the world. It's called Nitin Sawhney Spins the Globe, and it's kind of, you know, it's just about playing. I'll play music from Mali next to Radiohead, next to Burial, or next to, you know, so it's kind of, it's not really about categories, and that's what I like. You know, that's how I listen to music. It's just about feelings and ideas and moods and different colours. The process of discovery, you know, it's kind of, when you're writing a song, I always think it's like uncovering something. It's not really that you already know what the outcome is, and it's like all my great heroes, like Ravi Shankar, Panditji Ravi Shankar once said, who's the great Indian sitarist who worked with the Beatles as well. He once said that the rag, which is an Indian classical form of music, exists in the air around you, and that you're like a medium for it to manifest itself. And it's like Michelangelo said that the statue was already in the stone, you know, or John Coltrane, who said that improvisation was like a bird that you catch in the air. You know, it's kind of that thinking, which is that you have, the songs are out there, they're just waiting to be uncovered. I think the hardest thing for songwriters is to be themselves and find the language of themselves. It's kind of, as a songwriter, you're trying to find a way to express your identity that is unique to yourself, that is your voice, an extension of your voice. And I kind of think that, as I do, if you think of music as a language, a lot of it is trying to discover the right vocabulary to express an idea. So in that respect, I think it's about making sure that you're always true to who you are.